right, what's up, Shellheads? We are covering the epic crossover between the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and our favorite turtles. Now, one other time before this, the Turtles and the Rangers crossed over, but that was live action from Power Rangers in Space. So, this is the first time that the OG group crossed over with the Turtles. And so, we're starting from the top and covering all of it. Our story opens up with kind of a prelude before the action starts, where we're treated to a series of scenes of various battles that seem to have already finished. The first one is in the sewers at the home of the Turtles, where we see Donatello's bow staff broken in half and Zack's power axe wedged into the floor. The second is of a wrecked Angel Grove Youth Center, where Kimberly's power bow is broken and Mikey's nunchucks can be seen laying on a chair. The third has Leo's katanas and Jason's power sword embedded into the ground. And the last one is from Rita's palace, where we see one of Raph's sais is embedded into Rita's telescope. All the while, we have this voiceover of somebody talking about the bonds of friendship and family. From here, we switch over to two fights going on seemingly at the same time. First, we have the Rangers fighting a mollusk monster called Apocalypticus that is terrorizing Angel Grove. And as the team is fighting, Zach is the one that points out that Tommy is MIA, wondering where he's at. And the team eventually summons the power cannon, does away with the monster, and Trini celebrates by stating that this is their undisputed 47th consecutive win, wondering if any heroes can beat their record. From there, we cut over to New York City, where the Turtles are fighting the Foot Clan and debating on what would make them enjoy being human if they could switch over to being human. Mikey chimes in that he would love to wear great shoes. Donnie says he would have 5 fingers. Leo guesses that he would have hair on his bald head, since he couldn't think of anything else. And Raph doesn't want anything to do with the debate, while Leo says that they need to focus on what's going on in front of them instead of these hypothetical debates. Donnie gets that Raph is fine being himself, turtle pride and all that, but defends the debates to Leo as a team building, group focusing tool. Mikey says that Raph is totally lying, that he does want to be a human, and Donnie busts his chops that Raph has more clothes than the rest of them. Meanwhile, Raph is fighting against a foot soldier until one gets unmasked, and we see that it's none other than Green Ranger Tommy Oliver. Tommy beats up Raph and sends him flying with a single punch, which surprises his siblings, with Donnie and Mikey busting his chops that just a lowly grunt was able to beat their brother, and Mikey wishing he had a camera. Well, little do they know Tommy is far from a lowly grunt, but they don't know that. From there, Tommy orders the Foot Clan to retreat. The Turtles try to pursue, but the ninjas make their escape. Raph, being his normal hot headed self, is sulking alone on a rooftop until his brothers come up and bust his chops for getting beat up by a human, since that sort of thing doesn't really happen. Raph responds with, "You know what the best part of being a human would be? Not having to be stuck with you three." Back in Angel Grove, we cut back to the youth center where the Rangers are talking, and Trini is lamenting the fact that she has failed her physics test because she was out saving the world. With Jason chiming in, asking her to lower her voice and asking if they would stop being Rangers just to make the honor roll. And Zach wishing that they weren't always the Earth's last line of defense since it's all very stressful. From there, we cut over to the command center where Kimberly is asking Zordon and Alpha if they've heard anything about Tommy since he's still missing. They're surprised to learn that they can't locate him. She asks if they can track his morpher or something, and since Tommy acted weird and told her that he had family business to take care of and has been gone for a few weeks now and hasn't called or texted or used his wrist communicator to talk to them. Zordon says that Tommy hasn't morphed in a while either, but it would be best to respect Tommy's privacy for now. And if he was in trouble, they would know about it. Alpha tells Kim that if Tommy morphs again, they will get his location through tracking morphing grid energy. And Zordon reassures the teens that no matter where Tommy is, he can handle himself. From there, we cut back over to a storage facility in New York where Karai, who is Shredder's second in command, is instructing the foot soldiers on the origins of the Foot Clan's sigil. And she points out Tommy as an example of somebody who rose to the challenge among them and to be thankful for the turtles, as each defeat by the four mutants makes the foot stronger as they learn and grow from their mistakes. And that will ultimately lead to the destruction of the turtles. Karai then speaks with Tommy Marshall on the rooftop, saying how proud she is and thanks him for saving his fellow ninjas last night. This has made such an impression on her master that he's given him a special assignment. But Karai first draws her blade and inquires why Tommy wanted to join the Foot Clan in the first place and what is to be gained from it. Tommy replies he wants more. Everyone in his life has tossed him aside, and the world takes care of everyone but him. He wants to join the Foot so he doesn't just survive. It's so that he and his brethren can take back what is rightfully theirs. And if she needs more convincing, he's always up for a fight. Later on that night, Tommy's ordered to break in to Mason Technologies to steal something specific. As Tommy sneaks into the vent, he finds the Ninja Turtles waiting there for him. At first, they grade his performance at breaking in, and then Leo gives the order and they charge in. Tommy then uses his morpher and becomes the Green Ranger in self defense, believing that the turtles are monsters sent by Rita. Raph enjoys brawling with Tommy again and sends him flying through the wall just as the other Rangers detect Tommy's morphing energy and teleport to New York City to witness the turtles coming out to face them. Like Tommy, the Rangers think that the turtles are Rita's minions, with Zack commenting that Finster must be running out of ideas. So, of course, the two teams fight it out and exchange in some banter back and forth. Jason and Leo complement each other's weapons. Donnie makes scientific inquiries to Billy about what the Rangers are, including how the Green Ranger can play a flute through his face mask. And Mikey asking Zach why superheroes are working with the Shredder before whacking him in the head with one of his nunchucks, which confuses Zach as he doesn't even know what Mikey's talking about. Tommy tries to leave, but Kim stops him to ask what in the world is going on. Tommy apologizes to her, saying he didn't want everyone involved in this, but it's important and he needs to go, pleading to Kim to just trust him. Annoyed, Kim walks off and tells him to just go. Raph tries to attack Tommy before he can even leave, but Trini and Kimberly cover his escape by fighting the hothead. The whole while, Karai is observing the fight from a nearby rooftop, with Shredder wanting a status update. Karai tells her master that the Green Ranger has escaped unharmed, and he does carry the prize he is after. Karai is a bit upset that they just let a Power Ranger into their ranks, but Shredder says that her confidence must be earned. And if all goes well, the Power Ranger will soon become his to command. And that is the conclusion of part one of this epic crossover. Chime in down in the comment section and let me know what you think so far. And we'll see you in the next one.